For the first time publicly, Megan Thee Stallion reacted to the news of Tory Lanez being found guilty of charges that surround her being shot back in 2020. She gave the exclusive to Elle. Megan said, "For years, my attacker laughed and joked about my trauma. For years, my attacker peddled false narratives about what happened on the night of July 12, 2020. For years, my attacker tried to leverage social media to take away my power. Imagine how it feels to be called a liar every day, especially from a person who was once part of your inner circle. I could have let the adversity break me, but I persevered, even as people tried and treated my trauma like a running joke. First, there was a conspiracy theory that I was never shot. Then came the false narrative that my former best friend shot me. Even some of my peers in the music industry piled on with memes, jokes, and sneak disses and completely ignored the fact that I could have lost my life. Instead of condemning any form of violence against a woman, these individuals tried to justify my attacker's actions. I wish I could have handled this situation privately. That was my intention, but once my attacker made it public, everything changed. By the time I identified my attacker, I was completely drained. Many thought I was inexplicably healed because I was still smiling through the pain, still posting on social media, still performing, still dancing, and still releasing music. It never crossed my mind that people wouldn't believe me. Still, I knew the truth and the indisputable facts would prevail. I had worked way too hard to reach this point in my career to let taunts deter me. When the guilty verdict came in on December 23rd, 2022, it was more than just vindication for me. It was a victory for every woman who has ever been shamed, dismissed, and blamed for a violent crime committed against them. We can't control what others think, especially when the lies are juicier than the truth. But as a society, we must create safer environments for women to come forward about violent behavior without fear of retaliation. We must provide stronger resources for women to recover from these tragedies physically and emotionally without fear of judgment. We must do more than say her name. We must protect all women who have survived the unimaginable." So Elle pretty much allowed Megan Thee Stallion just to kind of just vent. It was more or less a journal article, if anything, and it was Megan Thee Stallion finally speaking her truth, finally discussing probably the most traumatic day and night of her life. So Megan Thee Stallion's letting you guys know, hey, this is a process. This is not something that's going to be done overnight. It might take years. It might not be ever when Megan Thee Stallion is completely healed, but she's letting you know that, hey, she's human, she's going through it, and she's clearly very happy that Tory Lanez was found guilty on charges that surround the shooting back in 2020. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Megan Thee Stallion. Are y'all looking forward to Megan one day giving you new music? I want to thank you guys so much for the time, love, and support. It's what your boy that will never take for granted. Get better, Megan, all right? I'm out.